In the new Conan comics that have been released by Titan Comics, Conan the Barbarian has a collegial relationship with the Pictish warriors. This is in stark contrast to the older Marvel comic books, where Conan and the Pictish tribes were bitter adversaries. In the first two issues of Conan the Barbarian, we meet Brissa, the Pictish scout, who becomes something of a Red Sonja-like compatriot for Conan when she joins him in battle against a ghoulish army. And in my view, Brissa is based on Boudica, the warrior queen of ancient Britannia, who was a historical figure that fought against the Romans in the eastern part of England during the 1st century. There were some people in the fan communities that didn't like the amorous scenes between Brissa and Conan, but overall I felt that it was handled in a fairly tasteful way. And overall, when we compare this Titan Comics iteration of Conan to the previous editions, it is very clear that the Pictish characters are very well developed. And while it is a more commercialized portrayal, the artists have depicted the Pictish characters with a great sense of nobility, and they have made a conscious choice to represent these warriors more in line with historical depictions of the Celtic tribes. And this is very different from the depiction of the rank-and-file Pictish warriors from the old Marvel comics, where these clansmen were shown as Neanderthal-like figures, who were meant to embody the root race theory optics of evolutionary decline, in order to drive home the idea that Bran McMorn was the last great Pictish chieftain who was part of an unbroken lineage, while his fellow tribesmen were deteriorating, both physically and spiritually, due to the forces of prolonged barbarism. And in the Savage Sword of Conan comics, there is a story where Conan has an adversarial relationship with the Pictish tribes. Beyond the Black River was adapted by Marvel Comics in 1979. In this tale, Howard cast the now downfallen remnants of the Pictish clans as the villains. They exist in a state of primal savagery. They serve an evil sorcerer, and they are the enemies of Conan the Cimmerian. And it is interesting to note that these are not the noble Pictish warriors who attacked Hadrian's Wall in Roman Britain under the leadership of Bran McMorn. These downfallen Pictish remnants are a wild, barbaric horde of demon worshippers. They have been corrupted by witchcraft, and they are headed for extinction. And in this story, Conan is cast as the agent of civilization, who fights to protect the Aquilonian settlers who are being targeted by the Pictish raiders in this dangerous borderland territory along the Black River.